It is now time for the
worst
Royal Rumble!
Well, I'm officially giving you the first entrant.
It's me riding Bastion Booger down a slip and slide.
Okay.
Alessandra Mussolini's granddaughter.
One half of the Glamour Girls, Judy Martin. She's in her 60s. I want to see her do a Kofi spot. Creator of the long-form form, the Herald Del Close. Ultimately,
they get on the plane to leave Jeddah, but they get held.
We got it. Let's just throw Da Vinci in there. Maybe he could use the Mona Lisa as a weapon.
Machine Gun Kelly. I think we have to keep that feud going.
Ross from Friends. He's bringing Lucy, Australopithecus.
All a pound's done.
And I'm going to go with Ira Glass.
Hudson Hawk, and he tries to steal the Mona Lisa.
Megan Thee Stallion captures Ross's attention from Ira Glass.
Judge Janine Pirro, the Fox News personality, does a springboard Huracan Rana on MGK.
Well, it seems obvious the answer is the ghost of Michael Alec.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I think Michael Alec's ghost will eliminate Ross Geller.
My pick is going to be Dobby the Elf from Harry Potter. He's going to, disembowel Ira Glass.
InfoWars is Alex Jones.
Oh, wow.
Vern Troyer.
He's like a xenomorph face hugger.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bones from the television show Bones. And just to be clear to everyone, Bones is the girl, not David Boreanaz.
Okay.
Ross Geller left behind, some bones, so this is useful for me. I'm just gonna say that Bones has the power to control Bones necromancer style, so actually these won't distract her. This will be the ultimate aid to Dr. Temperance Brennan, aka Bones.
And apparently, you guys need Santa Horse to pick the next entrant in the absolute worst Royal Rumble. But the most metal wrestler I can think of, the Metal Maniac.
Metal Maniac and Alex Jones are having that classic Rumble stare down. Everybody else is down or outside of the ring or whatever. And they're going at it. They're punching back and forth. No one's selling at all. Who the fuck is this guy? And they each grab Machine Gun Kelly and then throw him out of the ring.
What's up, Wrestling Club? It's your girl, Red Velvet. And for this fantasy match, my entrant will be Kevin Hart.
Calls out his backup, and The Rock comes out to be in his corner.
Wow.
I heard that you host a comedy show called Wrestling Club with Daryl and Brett. I'm 64 years old and still in my prime. But if you really want to see a shitty Royal Rumble, put all the guys in that killed our business, like Kevin Nash.
The Saudi royal family are huge fans of the show Detroiters from Comedy Central.
Big Hank Kremlin.
And they have requested that Kevin Nash reprise his character of Big Hank Kremlin.
I would love to have his little J&J security be Tim Robinson and Connor O'Malley, and they keep trying to fight each other, and he's just walking, and it's like they can't get their shit together, and it's just there on the
And then Alex Jones and Metal Maniac double clothesline him out of the ring.
Whoa.
There you go. Take him right out.
And for my studious pick of Big Bird to enter the Rumble. Peace, gentlemen.
Sandman gets it.
Yeah.
Sandman understands this bit.
Bones, the woman Bones can have nothing to do here in terms of bone necromancy, magic fancy.
Big Bird's got to just toss a bunch of people out, right? He's the biggest competitor so far.
I'm going to pick one historical person. How about Napoleon? He's little, but he's smart, and if he wouldn't have gone to Russia, he would have done pretty good. So let me know if I win anything. Thanks, guys.
Love you, baby. He walks in under the middle rope, of course.
Yeah, Miss Elizabeth style. We call that Miss Elizabeth style where I'm from.
Okay, so Hudson Hawk is eliminated.
I think Napoleon definitely has a gun too. I think he's armed. Maybe he shoots Big Bird.
Bullet goes straight through. I'm made of fucking nougat, bitch.
And then he immediately beelines for that damaged Mona Lisa.
There you go.
Oh, and maybe Da Vinci hops over to, he's not thinking. He's like Randy Savage eliminates himself.
It's gotta be Luke Hobbs from Fast and Furious.
This is
we
like
get
a
the
mix.
zoom in on The Rock.
Right.
We get the zoom in on Hobbs. Well, I think The Rock is babysitting Kevin Hart, who's still fast asleep in one of the big comfy chairs.
Now, there is a heist going on. The Saudi royal family has no idea. As this match is happening, Don and all the boys are cleaning them out right now. There's a whole nother armored truck at the Royal Palace, bars of gold, bags of money, information, everything is getting thrown in. Hobbs is just doing his job, keeping everybody busy.
So Dell's still stuck on the airplane.
Yeah.
Dell's on the plane.
And but Judy doesn't know that Dell's working for the CIA or any of this. She's scared for her life. You know, she's praying to Moolah. She's, you know, she's
pushing a cart down the aisle. Who's the stewardess? It's her old glamour girl tag team partner, Leilani Kai.
Luke Hobbs slides out the bottom rope, grabs a giant gun, tosses it to Dwayne Johnson, says, "You want to be a real hero? Come with me." And they hop back in the armored car and they back out of the arena.
With Rudy Giuliani sweating down the color down the side of his face, I thought that was hilarious.
Michael Alec has a personal gripe against him because Rudy Giuliani killed New York nightlife.
Right.
And you know what that means. So Michael goes to Michael Alec, sneaks up behind Napoleon, takes Napoleon's sword out, and then just off with Rudy's head, a clean shot.
And the Saudi princes go wild. They love this.
So this is Nick Gage, letting everybody know my next fucking pick for the worst Royal Rumble is the fucking PG-13. MDK all motherfucking day. Shout out to Darren and Brett. Keep doing your thing. Don't let anybody stop you from doing that shit.
And we won't.
I promise I won't stop, Mr. Gage.
Yeah, so they are a joint entrant.
These dudes are criminals, man. Wolfie, JC.
They hate judges.
Dude, Wolfie, JC's been in jail before. He's got no love for judges, so they're going right after Judge Janine.
And they keep calling her Judge Judy, and
Yeah.
that's like offensive.
Yeah. The judge is going to throw them both out.
They take her wine and they like hold it over, and she's like, give it back, and she's getting closer and closer, and then they're like, why don't you go get it? And then she's like, whoa!
Ladies and gentlemen, 'tis I, Santino Morella, and it is my distinguished honor and pleasure to pick my entrant into the worst Royal Rumble fantasy match. I would like to thank everybody from our wrestling club to give me this fantastic opportunity. Without any further ado, my pick is Fred Flintstone.
Okay. All right.
And Big Bird's like, not today, Fred Flintstone. Boom!
A little Bam Bam just catches him like it's nothing. Catches him like it's nothing.
Back in the ring with that little arm.
We're getting word that there's some sort of commotion happening on the tarmac outside of the arena. And we see The Rock and Luke Hobbs together running towards the
Sexy,
plane.
by the way, whenever they look at each other, it's like, woo, very hot.
The plane is taking off.
I
It's
imagine there's
going.
some like Crystal Method playing right now. There's some like cool electronic music, like the plan's all coming together music.
Judy, Leilani Kai, Del Close, and Effy riding Bastion Booger through the air. They all land in the ring, but the force of it knocks her out, and she lands right on Kevin Hart. And wakes him up. Her feet have not touched the floor.
Either of his.
Neither of
like,
his.
Get your feet off me, white woman!
Or something like that.
She's like, I'm sorry.
Effy takes off his beautiful studded jacket and tosses it, and Dobby catches it, and he goes, "Oh, Master and Servant Dobby, your coat, Dobby is free now!" And Effie's like, "Yeah, that was the whole idea." Choke slam Dobby over the top rope.
I'm gonna go with the Q Shaman.
Jeez. Fred Flintstone thinks he's one of the guys from down the lodge because he's got the headdress on. Like, oh, here's my boy over here. Judy Martin is a famous moolah truther. So, you know, she's definitely susceptible to some of the more outrageous, predictions and beliefs of Q.
Yeah.
But I think she's just trying to wiggle that. She's trying to wiggle that Saudi recliner over to the ring, but she doesn't want to wake up Kevin Hart, who she is treating like a baby.
It's unfortunately the vacuum cleaner from the Brave Little Toaster.
Fred's like asking him like, hey, what animal's inside there? What's sucking all that? He's like, no.
So he uses the vacuum cleaner. He sucks up the ghost of Michael Alec.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And then
throw a boat over the top, and like the big climax is people kind of start to see like, wait, that's not the Undertaker. That's 3 children in a trench.
Wow.
So Judy sees the kids, and now Kevin Hart. She realizes is a middle-aged man. She sees the little boys; they're lost. She wants to help them.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what is her Kofi spot?
And so she kind of starts being like, hey, do that spot where you're like up all 3 and then bend over a little bit like a ladder. And they're like, say no more. And so they bloop, 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 1 over 3, bend way over to that big cush chair and grab her like a trapeze artist. And then she's standing 2 feet on those outstretched little hands. And now it's all 4 up high with the tallest one on top, and it's like the biggest pop of the Rumble so far.
What a glamour girl!
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow.
Number 30, the lucky number 30. Who'd you pay off to get this pick, Brett?
it is all of the original Nexus members formed together a human centipede.
Wow. Front?
Wade Barrett's at front, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's canon.
Yeah, Skip Sheffield's in the back. I don't know if you're familiar with the thumb and the bum spot from Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. Everybody makes a joint effort to toss the human centipede Nexus out of the ring. A classic Effy spot, someone with a dildo. Maybe he eliminates the Taker kids because they're like grossed out by it.
Oh, now he's gonna feel the wrath of Judy Martin, the glamour girl.
Yeah.
Takes that dildo out of his hand. She takes one look at it like she's gonna use it, but then she throws it in the crowd. She doesn't want to stoop to that level, but when she throws the dildo out in the crowd, now the Saudi princes are very upset.
Yeah.
That a woman has thrown a penis at them, and glamour girl Judy Martin is executed.
Judy
Bones has not used the bone power. Q Shaman just explodes. His bones just go flying, and then Luke Hobbs tosses her over the top.
Hobbs grabs Vern Troyer, and he's about to throw him out, but Bones is still mad that he eliminated her, so she's like, you know what? I got something for this guy. And she does a little mystical thing. The bones inside Vern Troyer start to elongate, and he's feeling pain but power that he's never felt before. And after almost like an American Werewolf in Paris, Vern Troyer from the neck down is basically like 1998 Stone Cold Steve Austin. He is jacked.
But same face.
Same head, same face, but he's got this beautiful ripped body, and he is just like, oh, Hobbs, shit's about to change now, and no matter what Hobbs does, he's got an answer for it, and ends up giving Hobbs a stunner. Hobbs, oddly enough, takes it like The Rock and goes flying over the top. He does the roll and then over the top rope, like the Big Bird just looks at Vern and just says, kill me, please kill me.
So we've got Vern Troyer, Fred Flintstone, Effy, and Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's asleep. Wakes up and his eyes get big, and then he just steps down off his recliner.
That's so good. So Fred is just like yabba dabba doo. He's getting a bunch of steam, and he goes off the ropes. As he comes back to finish that clothesline to eliminate full-size Vern Troyer, Effy is smart enough to kick Bones in the head, thus stopping the power that makes Vern big. Vern goes back to regular size. Fred goes over the top rope, eliminating himself.
Wow. He goes to lean over, and then you just hear, "Ee!" And then Vern Troyer does the full face hugger thing, and now Effy's just kind of swinging in the air. Vern's like biting him. He's gnawing on his face.
Vern does a Canadian destroyer on the apron. Effy's not eliminated, but the crowd cannot believe what they're seeing.
And then he goes, Effy, I heard you like 4 skin. What about 5 skin? And then all his new long skin, he starts suffocating him on the apron. And Effy's got one arm dangling down. And then it's dangling, and then it clenches into a fist. And he brings his hand back up, and he starts to tip Vern over.
You hear skin touch the ground, and Effie's celebrating, but that's not Vern Troyer's foot. It's his like weird skin from his stomach.
Yeah.
Vern Troyer pops back in. He knocks Effie out of the ring. Your winner of the worst Royal Rumble is Vern Troyer.
Here's the cool thing. Bones, now not having a kicked head, is able to return him to victorious full size just as he's raising his arms in victory.
He's Austining in the corner, bobbing his little head.
We've got the man who voted Vern Troyer in. Matt Weir is on the line. Matt, are you with us? Your man, Vern Troyer, has just won the worst Royal Rumble.
Congratulations.
The Wrestling Club with Darren and Brett. We've got a show that you'll never forget.